Okay folks, this will be a challenging one, potentially. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Okay, let's see what this is. It is a New Scientist magazine, or just scientific magazine. We're interested in this. Got this article showing a couple of bugs. I do wonder which bug we're going to do. Actually, this one looks really nice in some ways, but that one does. So I'm going to do that one first. I don't know how we're going to fit that on 200%, so this is the bug we're interested in. I don't like insects in my unit, folks, I must say. I don't like pests in my unit. That's what I think of when I think of insects in a lot of ways, is they like pests. Even though flies, you'll be surprised that a blowfly has quite a pretty look to them, or any kind of fly, with the iridescent green and blue colour eyes. But they are absolutely disgusting creatures as we know it. And this has turned up looking nice, except we've got this ugly text there, so I'm going to have to enlarge it further off. But yeah, it's really quite yucky having flies in the unit. I don't like flies. I don't like having to share my living quarters with them. So I keep swatting them and killing them. And I've got a bug sprayer on the wall over there, just there, because my fly screens have got some holes in them, and last summer I had cockatoos chewing at my fly screen, putting holes in them, and I was really anticipating a hot summer bringing heaps of bugs, and I just needed to reassure myself that I wasn't going to be overrun with insects. And this has come up looking shit because this is going that way, not this way. But basically, yeah, just wondering how we're going to make this work. Maybe I'll try and fold it back. Maybe I'll fold it back. I'll do something I don't normally do, and that is folding the page back and just try and avoid the text. I don't know how this is going to look. This is going to be a little bit hit and miss, I've got a feeling. I think I folded it too far. And that's come up looking quite interesting, actually. I do like that overall result. Maybe we can enlarge it further. Yeah, that's come up looking interesting, but we've got this ugly bit there. So we're going to, and that's the fold of the page as well, incidentally, which we didn't want. tricky, folks, tricky. Trying to see where the page is. That's the crease. Going back to 250 by 250. I feel like I'm fucking this one up, folks, that I'm not doing it very well. But that's come up looking better. I do think that should hopefully be better. I don't know what that is, the crease, but you can't see it very well that clearly. We'll enlarge it a bit on the vertical. Yeah, we need a bit more off this way, I do think. But I don't like the way, the reason why we've had bird problems is because according to a circular that the social housing people had sent to all of us, someone had been feeding the birds, and when you feed the birds, they become dependent on you, and they can do damage if they're like sulphur-crested cockatoos. They can do some damage to your fly screens and your window frames, your wooden windows, so it's not worth feeding them, folks. And they leave lice, they can spread lice and shit everywhere, so they're not all as good as having all these birds isn't always is what it's cracked up to be, you could say, folks. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. Do wonder which way we're going to, which is the centre of this job. It's either going to be there or there. But yeah, it's not worth risking your fucking houses, your fucking place to sulphur-crusted cockatoos. Even if you're not feeding those birds, they could be attracted. And they're very hard to stop. You know, they just want to keep coming and coming and coming. And when you're not at home, you can't always be there to shoo them away. Fortunately, I haven't seen any for a while. They look like they've calmed down, maybe because I've been vigilant and kept shooing them away whenever they arrive, and I'm still home. But they're not worth the risk of fucking up your unit or your house. Yeah, there's our bug. Looks really nice. I do wonder if we're going to maybe do a switcheroo for this. So I don't know if this one's going to look any good. Bugs indeed. They can be a pain in the arse. I like cicadas though, even though the noise makes me feel hot, psychologically hot, because they usually they're most noisiest when it's a really hot day. So trying to slide this into place, it's not slotting in properly. This is a bit of a makeshift display area, folks, to make it a bit difficult, and that's come up looking quite interesting. I do wonder how I was going to do it this way. I don't know, folks. I've forgotten which was the way I had it. I do wonder. I think we can call it quits. Hopefully I haven't mucked it up. I think we can call it quits. Gotta go.